badly. Firstly, I'd want to extend a warm greeting to everyone here. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to view this. I apologize for the inconvenience. This video provides comprehensive information about narcissists and is a must-watch for anyone interested in the subject. The goal of today's video is to explain why narcissists act the way they do. A narcissist's deepest desire is to be loved unconditionally, despite their many defects, destructive traits, and general lack of respect. They want to get to know you better and hope to do so by monitoring your reactions, character quirks, mannerisms, feelings, and so on. Narcissists would do anything to be just like you, especially if you have what they covet. You must be willing to believe anything the narcissist says, never question their motives, and do whatever they ask of you, even if it means going into debt. Those that are classic examples of narcissism are often pompous, rude, demanding, and preoccupied with their own needs. They use their attractiveness as a ploy to get what they want from you. Giving in to a narcissist's laundry list of demands is the only way to make them happy, and even then, I doubt it will work. It's now quite evident that you can no longer act in such a manner. All of this is about narcissists and has nothing to do with you. They don't care about you. You're just valuable as long as you're contributing something to them. And even then, you may be replaced. And what, exactly, do narcissists want from you when they engage with you? Here it is. First, the ultimate purpose of a narcissist is to make you feel insignificant. Devaluing others is a common tactic used by narcissists. It's possible you'll encounter the tactic of being made to feel like your input is pointless and your opinions don't count. Their goal is to make you feel worthless and unlovable by making you believe that you must live up to impossible standards set by other people. Narcissists may seem strong on the outside, but they are actually quite fragile within. Those people are never satisfied until they've made someone else's life unbearable. They just care about themselves and how much attention they can get. Thus, they will do anything to go ahead. Even though narcissists know exactly who and what they are, they nonetheless crave the admiration of others. Number 2, narcissists strive to destroy you from the inside out so they can boost their own self-esteem. Individuals with a narcissistic personality disorder take delight in the pain of others. They plan to enjoy themselves while ripping you to pieces. The most harmful kind of person is narcissists. They are preoccupied with themselves alone. They don't care one bit about you or your predicament. They have an unhealthy obsession with themselves. The narcissist will do whatever it takes to destroy your joy. Narcissists' ultimate goal in life is to destroy you and everyone you care about so that you can do nothing to stop it. They are just concerned with preventing you from ever being happy or realizing your full potential. If the narcissist does not obtain it, no one else will. Third, narcissists will try to instill in you a deep sense of shame about who you are. Narcissists will say and do anything to make you feel bad about yourself. Acting depressed is a common tactic used by narcissists to achieve their desired effect of making you feel horrible about yourself. Narcissists don't believe in problems. They can't accept responsibility for their actions, and they constantly look outside of themselves to place the blame. Narcissists are master manipulators who will use whatever means necessary to bring you to the lowest point possible. For instance, they might accuse you of being impolite or insensitive if you disagree with them. They weaponize guilt by making you feel responsible for matters that aren't your fault. 4. Narcissists just care about how they can benefit from you. Narcissists are only interested in you so long as they can get something out of you. That is the first thing they think about, and it will be the final thing they think about before they go to sleep. A narcissist will use anyone or anything to further their own selfish ends. Narcissists put themselves first at all times, and they won't rest until they've exploited you for whatever gain they can get. Number 5. Narcissists are overly concerned with how others perceive them. Narcissists have an unhealthy obsession with themselves. Narcissists are insecure and can't take it when others start to make a name for themselves. For the sake of this argument, let's pretend you've already made up your mind to disregard his existence. If you don't constantly shower a narcissist with compliments, they may see it as a sign of indifference or hostility and ramp up the pressure. Some examples of this tactic include sabotaging your efforts, lowering your self-esteem, gaslighting you into thinking things are different than they seem, ending a relationship, and so on. 6th on the list. A narcissist has an ingrained need to feel like a leader. They intend for you to be totally dependent on them monetarily and emotionally. Everyone knows they have an unhealthy fixation on power, but did you know they go to any lengths to use it to their advantage? This is something they've done from the beginning, and they don't plan on changing. A narcissist would do anything to keep you under their control. They'll make it very apparent they want you to bend over backward to satisfy their needs. No matter how long it takes, they won't quit up until they achieve their goal. It is impossible for a narcissist to feel good about themselves or accomplish their goals unless they have complete power over everyone around them. 7. Narcissists want to improve their own sense of worth by bringing misery to those around them. Narcissists have a pathological preoccupation with themselves and their own worth, and they are constantly on the lookout for new methods to improve their situation. Making you feel horrible about yourself is one strategy for achieving this goal. You may expect to be the recipient of a narcissist's wrath whenever you interact with them. Never expect a narcissist to prioritize you or your goals and needs. They care little to nothing about how you feel. The narcissist is just concerned with themselves and what they can acquire from the interaction. Narcissists will say or do anything to keep the pity they get from others, including treating you badly. Only your attention matters to them, thus they won't give up until they get it. Narcissists will use any opportunity to defame you in order to enhance their own image. 8. You can count on narcissists to tell you that you have no shot at success. Just what is it about you that attracts narcissists exactly? Their goal is to make you feel that your hard work will never pay off. They have driven you to the brink of insanity with their demands, at which point they may sit back and bask in their triumph. Narcissists don't have to try very hard to keep their positions of power. When interacting with you, narcissists will often try to get you to doubt your own judgment. Their goal is to make you feel like you're an idiot who can't even open a door without smashing it. Narcissists want you to have doubts about your own judgment so they can persuade you they are the only ones who can help. 9. To get what they want, narcissists will always try to play on your emotions. Narcissists are extremely manipulative because they will exploit your kindness to achieve their own ends. What makes you happy, unhappy, furious, or envious is of tremendous interest to them. Narcissists are continuously sizing you up, trying to figure out how to take advantage of you. Information about you will be gathered so that it might be used maliciously. Confronting a narcissist can be difficult. A narcissist will exploit your feelings for their own ends, whether those ends be positive or negative. Narcissists are extremely manipulative people who will use all means necessary to get what they want from you. Someone like that will look for any excuse to take advantage of your emotions. Last but not least, narcissists will try to convince you that you can't live without them. Narcissists will try to win you over by making you feel helpless and alone, as if no one else can relate to or cares about your situation. They utilize your guilt and the worry that no one will care about you again if you don't change to get what they want from you. If they're sure how much they mean to you, they have a better chance of keeping you around. You're trapped with them whether or not it makes sense to stay with them in the long run. Narcissists consider other people to be expendable, simply to advance their own interests. They have to have access to resources that will help them gain self-assurance and climb the social ladder. Even if a narcissist doesn't show any overt signs of hostility, that doesn't mean they don't want to damage you or control you. Knowing their motivations makes it much easier to spot their self-serving behavior and methods and avoid them. All in all, that's about it for today's video. Does this video hold your interest? Please let us know what you think by leaving a comment below and giving the video a thumbs up if it was helpful to you. Please subscribe and click the bell so that you don't miss any of our upcoming posts. I value your attention as always. Enjoy your day. These are 8 terrible things narcissists always do to their spouses. Narcissists need the approval and affirmation of their significant others to feel good about themselves. That's the primary reason, but they might as well take advantage of their partner in a few other ways while they're here too. After all, you have to like a narcissist since he or she makes everything about himself or herself. Those who suffer from narcissistic personality disorder are notoriously challenging to get close to because they are so controlling, demanding, and self-absorbed. They usually assume their partners will sacrifice everything for them. Please understand that this has nothing to do with any hostility they may feel against their relationships. Narcissists are unable to recognize that they should treat their partners with kindness and compassion. In light of this discussion, how do narcissists treat their spouses? Some specific ways in which they treat their wives poorly are listed in this video. So, let's begin. 1. Narcissists are the most likely to lie to their spouses. The women in their lives are often the targets of the constant lying that characterizes narcissists' behavior. They'll make up an excuse like an unscheduled meeting with a client or the necessity to work late. In addition, they will embellish minor facts, such as their wealth or the cost of a purchase. Narcissists would tell any falsehood to boost their own self-esteem. Narcissists are so self-centered that they would even lie to their wives if it meant getting what they wanted. To get what they want, they'll do anything. Unfortunately, narcissists are well known for their tendency to break their word. They will apologize, but then immediately revert back to their previous behavior. Second, isolating their spouses is a common tactic to exert power and dominance. This is a common tactic utilized by narcissists in romantic relationships. Narcissists will go to great lengths to cut their wives off from their support networks. As a result, narcissists are able to maintain control over their wives since they know their wives have nowhere else to turn but to them. He wants his wife to feel trapped and helpless, since that serves his own needs as a narcissist. Narcissists frequently socially isolate their partners, leaving them vulnerable with no one to turn to for support. They were in a position to demand that their wives stay at home to care for their children full-time because of this. Narcissists will also try to empty their wives' bank accounts to make it harder for them to leave without their cooperation. Consequently, his wife's autonomy and freedom of choice are moot. 3. To keep their spouses under their thumb and under their control, narcissists resort to gaslighting. Narcissists use gaslighting to maintain power and control over their wives. Telling someone they are mistaken about how they feel, or that they are making up a tale, is an example of this type of manipulation. A narcissist might use this tactic to prevent their lover from running away. Gaslighting is a form of manipulation used by narcissists to make their spouses take the blame for the difficulties in the relationship. They can claim their partner is too reliant on them, and use that as an excuse not to provide any special accommodations. 4. Narcissists frequently cheat on their partners. Since a narcissist has little capacity for empathy, marital dissatisfaction has nothing to do with cheating. Infidelity is motivated by narcissists' desire to find a partner who better meets their wants. Narcissists are more likely to cheat when their relationship is just a means to an end. Narcissistic males are more prone to cheat because they are insecure and seek constant approval from others, especially women. Narcissists put themselves first and don't care about the opinions of others, hence they often act impulsively and recklessly. Extramarital affairs are a common way for narcissists to boost their already inflated self-esteem. If a narcissist is having an affair, it's probably because they want to feel powerful, and having an affair provides them with that feeling by allowing them to exert their will over another person's life. Furthermore, narcissists are masters of deception. They are so skilled at pretending to be nice and regular that it is difficult to catch them in the process of cheating. The fifth characteristic of narcissists is that they view their partners as mere possessions. A narcissist's wife is a symbol of his wealth and power that he uses to win the admiration of others. In other words, he will brag about her to his friends if she dresses nicely. A narcissistic husband who is concerned about his relationship's health may exert significant control over his wife's grooming habits, need for order, and start telling her how to do things like fix her hair and put on her cosmetics. The narcissist considers his wife as an extension of himself. However, narcissists are more likely to chastise her if she misbehaves or makes a mistake. The narcissist will either publicly humiliate her or leave her for good if she doesn't get the message. 6. Narcissists frequently belittle their spouses. A narcissist's spouse is likely to be the target of constant criticism from their partner. A narcissist is more likely to insult and shame his wife when he has a need to feel superior or entitled. Their partner is never without criticism, whether it is for their looks, intelligence, behavior, or reasons. They are masters at making other people feel horrible about themselves by continually finding fault with them. When a narcissist criticizes another person, they aren't trying to assist that person to develop as a person. Rather, they are trying to make them feel horrible about themselves so that they won't want to end the connection. Because of this, she'll start to doubt her own judgment and worry that she can't make good decisions. 7. Narcissists will utilize anger as a tool of control and manipulation. A narcissist who wishes to keep control over his or her relationship must constantly throw the woman for a loop. A narcissist might deceive his wife into feeling frightened, preoccupied, and even guilty for his mental breakdown by behaving unnaturally angry. If the narcissist can make his wife believe she is losing her mind, the wife will stop challenging his authority. To get control over his wife, the husband resorts to threats and intimidation first. If this fails, he will resort to physical force to subdue her. Narcissists demand absolute control over their wife's choices, from what she wears and eat to who she hangs out with and who she spends time with. 8. When it comes to their spouses, narcissists set the bar rather high. It is imperative that a narcissist's companion puts the narcissist's happiness first. They expect too much of their women in their roles as spouses and mothers without providing them with the tools they need to succeed. This is why narcissists have such high standards for their spouses. Perhaps more than anything else, a happy marriage depends on the wife's capacity to successfully manage the home. If she were to be unable to fulfill any of these duties, it is easy to imagine the reaction of narcissists. People who suffer from narcissism are often overbearing and demanding. They expect their wives to handle all domestic responsibilities, including shopping, cooking, cleaning, and raising the children. He'll make her feel like a housekeeper, cook, and made as he kicks back and relaxes. Narcissists expect women to meet all of their demands without giving a damn about her own wants or needs. It's not uncommon for the lady to feel helpless and totally reliant on her spouse because of this. Please share your thoughts on how this video impacted your education. You can leave your thoughts in the box below. Just click the like and subscribe buttons to show your approval and interest. We appreciate you taking the time to watch this. This is why narcissists are insecure. Narcissists, it's undeniable, exhibit very unsettling personality qualities. But suppose there are sneaky ways of keeping yourself safe. What if all your assumptions about them are just a mask they wear to hide their insecurities from you? Since even the most confident and put-together people have weaknesses, it stands to reason that narcissists, like the rest of us, have nagging fears. The cause of these people's fear needs to be determined immediately. First thing first, please accept our warm greetings and welcome to the day. If you've made it this far, we appreciate your interest in this video. We're going to take a look at the vulnerability of narcissists today. Although I've discussed the insecurity of narcissists on numerous occasions, this one is still informative. Narcissists, with their inflated sense of self-importance and pride, may delude themselves into thinking they are immune to low self-esteem. To put it clearly, narcissists are insecure people. They are a fearful, anxious, and distressed group. They hide behind masks because their sensitive egos can't handle the facts of life. Due to its extreme seldom public display, it causes extreme fear for them. But I'll explain how to spot narcissistic insecurity in a person so you're prepared for it if you ever encounter them. As a starting point, we need to discuss the cocky and overconfident demeanour often seen in narcissists. They enjoy putting up a show of being completely content and triumphant over everyone else. Narcissists can keep up their delusions just so long as they have a steady supply of narcissistic sustenance, those who believe their lies. Narcissists need us to affirm them, believe in them, and have faith in them. C. So when we give them the truth, it's like dropping a boulder on their heads. Narcissists get defensive and wounded when we call them out on their lies or reveal their true nature. When people see a narcissist for what they really are, it hurts their feelings. Insinuating their weaknesses is an insult to them. Narcissists are human too, and they experience the pain of unjustified judgment just like the rest of us. Our words must hurt them deeply since we are smearing their false image and shattering their illusions. Narcissists care a great deal about what other people think of them, and they will go to tremendous measures to gain their approval. Narcissists act in ways and say things that cause narcissistic supply to flow toward them. Narcissists have a flimsy basis for their lives, and the day will come when their lies hurt them. And their most underlying senses of shame and inferiority will surface. Therefore, despite narcissists' well-known skill at disguising their weaknesses, there are still a small number of telltale signs that can be used to identify them. The first strategy involves using a projection. Like all their other horrible traits, narcissists are projectors of their own fears. They need to constantly tear down others around them to improve their own self-esteem. People with a high narcissistic personality trait tend to gossip and criticize others a lot. Like I keep saying, they take pleasure in our misfortune. To add insult to injury, they get a kick out of humiliating others at every opportunity. Narcissists suffer from poor self-esteem and enjoy seeing that same feeling replicated in everyone around them. Another sign of narcissistic insecurity is the urge to show off one's goods or one's achievements. Secondly, narcissists are always harping on their own accomplishments and exploits in an attempt to boost their own perceived importance or interest to others. They are proud to tell others about how much they have progressed recently. It's probable that being around a narcissist may make you feel that there's something missing from your own life. They are doing really well. They have gorgeous children, and life is great for the whole family. However, they put on this show to hide the fact that they are fundamentally flawed. The narcissist wants you to believe they have it easier than you do. Narcissists' pretense of modesty is another covert form of self-promotion. It sounds like a modest boast. The best description of this phenomenon can be found in the Urban Dictionary. It occurs when someone puts on a fake air of modesty while boasting about oneself. They would often use criticism and modesty as career tools. Problematic narcissists have multiple needs for approval. They want you to know this as well. Narcissists only acknowledge things that they can boast about. Therefore, everything they can't show off has no value in their eyes. Self-promotion and seeking affirmation can be accomplished through the use of humble brags. Our third sign of narcissistic insecurity is their inability to be content with their current situation. Since they claim to have wonderful lifestyles on the outside, yet yearn for something more on the inside. Narcissists are never satisfied, since they know they are acting the whole time. They hold everything and everyone else to impossible standards. One item or another is always lacking because they are simply never satisfied. There's always more to their fabricated identity than meets the eye. The 3 hallmarks of narcissistic insecurity have been discussed. Extending throughout the spectrum are projection, humble brags, and discontent. However, remember that narcissists are among the most dishonest people you'll ever meet. Their masks are effective at disguising their true feelings and intentions. And it's their own insecurities that motivate them to want to dominate us and turn us into helpless dependents. The narcissist thinks they can only feel strong if they can make the rest of us feel inadequate. Finally, keep in mind that the narcissist's worries are not always blatant. There is no mistaking the underlying uneasiness in the way they carry themselves and respond to different situations, no matter how hard they try to hide it. Narcissists may try to hide their scars and their anxieties and shame, but our words and statements may shatter their inflated feeling of self-importance and bring them to the surface. These conflicting emotions all hit the narcissist at once. The narcissist is hiding a lot of pain and difficulties from you. They appear confident on the outside, but they are actually afraid and unsure of themselves. Therefore, it makes no difference how much effort they put into convincing themselves that they are something different. They know that there is a limit to what can be accomplished with a false identity, but act as though they will come anyway against all obstacles. Because nothing can ever fulfill their wants, their insecurities will last forever, and they will never experience genuine happiness. Again, I hope you found this to be informative and helpful. Do not hesitate to share your thoughts in the comment box below. And please subscribe to this channel and activate the notification bell if you'd like to be notified whenever there's a new video. We appreciate you taking the time to watch this. It means a lot to me. Thanks. The truth about narcissists and commitment, shocking and surprising. As a sort of wooing, narcissists will tell you about all the beautiful things in store for you in the future and how they aim to treat you like royalty. They could divulge details about the cute restaurant they're sure you'll adore, the romantic cities they've visited, or even the number and names of the children they hope to have with you. They never lose their infectious energy. One key distinction between future planning and future faking is the latter's greater likelihood of eventual realization. Rather than travelling toward fulfillment, you have now rounded a corner that leads directly to despair. If a narcissist believes you have truly fallen in love with them and are entirely devoted to them, things are likely to take a turn for the worst. Since narcissists no longer have to go on the hunt, the excitement has faded. In today's video, we investigate whether or not narcissists truly experience commitment anxiety. Should we assume that they want it? I was wondering how much of it they actually have. Marriage, committed relationships, strong family ties, close friendships, and fruitful work collaborations are all things that individuals seek, but not in the case of narcissists. That's why I'm going to discuss the reasons why narcissists tend to be uncommitted, as well as the value of commitment to them. However, before we go any further, let's take a step back. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for your time to check out this video. For starters, let me define commitment. A commitment can be anything from a promise to aid someone in need to a promise to always be there for someone. In this case, the latter part is more important because narcissists value relationships, love, and commitment so highly, but not in a conventional way. Narcissists want your full focus and love regardless of the nature of your relationship with them, be it platonic, sexual, or familial. They really need you to stay for as long as possible. All three of these qualities are necessary for keeping a promise. Loyalty and dedication are the cornerstones of a successful partnership. Commitment is essential in any love relationship, but narcissists only want you to be committed to them. And in their twisted minds, that's completely fine. It's normal for narcissists to think of themselves more highly than they actually are. People like that talk a fine game about commitment, but their actions show they don't actually mean it. What this demonstrates is that narcissists aren't afraid of settling down for the long haul. They expect it, they want it, at committing to their loved ones. It's because narcissists have a hard time connecting with people. They can't feel sympathy for you at all. That's why narcissists only have fleeting feelings for those they're involved with, and they quickly move on. Their displays of love and devotion are empty and insincere. When a narcissist makes a promise, it is usually just to make the listener feel better, as they know they won't be able to keep it. While the narcissist is busy seeking new supplies, they will utilize the word commitment to get you to put more effort into the relationship. Any attachment you may think a narcissist has to you will quickly fade, as they are only able to commit short-term to those who and things that serve their interests. When something more appealing comes along, interest, passion, and dedication all disappear. Narcissists, in a nutshell, don't last long in commitment. If you close your eyes, it disappears, but they'll use gaslighting to convince you otherwise. Narcissists aren't capable of settling down with one person. They are emotionally stunted and shun commitment as a result. On the other hand, narcissists are always trying to convince us that the ideal exists by portraying it to us. It's easier to fall into the narcissist's demands and go along with their wishes if we convince ourselves that they truly care about us. Like the rest of us, narcissists yearn for close relationships with others and the stability that comes with lasting love. But they want all of this without paying us what we're worth. If they knew they could get away with it, they probably wouldn't bother doing anything to reach their aims. As I've said before, your happiness isn't the point. Your needs and wants are irrelevant and won't be addressed. The narcissist always gets what he or she wants. Truth be told, in the end, love, happiness, and all that beautiful stuff bores the narcissist. They realize who needs commitment when they can have control. However, narcissists appear to devote their whole lives to spreading lies and bolstering their inflated sense of self-importance. To the extent that you let them, they will harm you as well. Their top concern is making sure they survive. As a result, they care primarily about how it will affect them individually. Please explain how this will help you go on with your life. Narcissists are not selfless and will breach promises they make to others over the long term if they don't directly benefit them. Narcissists aren't hesitant to settle down and start a family, but this is only because they think it will benefit them. Furthermore, this person is greatly hurt by rejection. So, narcissists will play the martyr or the martyrdom avoider to win our commitment and avoid being rejected. Narcissists are great actors who can convince others that they are committed while never actually committing themselves. All I can tell you today is that, if you found this content useful, please show your appreciation by liking and